Okay, so we took a little road trip today. We're up here at Gocher Street Legends in Wathena, Kansas, and come back to see this thing. It's been sitting up here for probably a year now while everything's been apart. COVID kind of threw a wrench in everything, but here we are. Just wanting to let everybody know that this thing is going to hit the streets again at some point in time. Try and get everything together this winter. These guys are going to do some touching up on the quarter panels. It's over the years, I mean, this thing's been painted since '09. It's taken a little heat, shaking the tires, just normal wear and tear on everything. But these guys are the ones that painted the Cadillac, Mike and Dylan, and they didn't paint this originally. Another friend of mine, Troy Wakeman, and John Butler did, but they're going to redo this thing, and then when I get it back, we'll get all the engine and trans back in and get everything else cleaned up and make it where this thing's ready to go again. As you can see, it never really got cleaned up after I got the motor out of it. It's got the road grime from hell going on, but I guess kind of goes to speak of that this thing's actually a street car and actually got driven and rode hard and put away wet more than a few times. But I say we'll get things cleaned up. I'm gonna have to regroup a little bit. This thing's always had a clutch pedal in it. As long as I own it, pretty sure it'll always have a clutch pedal in it. Probably a little faster with an automatic in it, but the fun factor is not near as high. So people ask, is it carbon fiber floors? No. There's steel underneath it. I never build a street car without having steel floors under it. Both sides, just it's not worth the chance of anybody having a crash and something happening, anybody's feet ever coming out through the floor, getting their legs cut off for any reason. So this thing's all steel. I've had people over the years give me a hard time about why don't you lighten it up, put some Lexan in it, here, there, wherever. It does have a glass deck lid. I've still got the original steel deck lid for it that's all painted up. I've ran it like that before. Chutes come off of it, so it's a different look there. The bumpers are all steel. I think I still even got a key on my key ring that'll open the trunk, I think. Watch this. Oh, they're in it. So, once again, need to get everything back together. I had some guys try and take some claims to fame about, they were the first ones to build a car that ran a dual fuel system. This thing, we've had a dual cell in this thing clear back since '08. This thing's got a separator right through here. This side takes 5 gallons of C16. This side will hold about 15, 16 gallons of pump gas. We've got just one pump that we can swap back and forth for both sides, an air motor pump in this deal. Fire bottles perched up inside. Try to utilize all the space. Out of all the drag weeks and Rocky Mountain race weeks and stuff we've done with this thing, which has been 8, I want to say. We've never taken a trailer. I never will take a trailer with this thing. Some people still say, oh, he took a trailer and he did it to this and he hauled it to that and he drove it to here, but this thing's never had a trailer, no trailer hitch, no nothing on it, never will. We would just pack everything we could right back here. There's quite a bit of room in this thing versus like a Camaro, which doesn't have much room, but we packed everything back here in the back and or up inside. And I'd put my fire suit, suitcase, luggage, whatever inside the car. All the parts, small little floor jack, aluminum jack stands, everything else in the back of this thing. And we would set sail, air the tires up to about 15, 20 pounds, and hit the road. So anxious to get it back together, hear it run again. Thing's full exhaust, like I said, all steel dash. Probably about time to upgrade the stereo system in it. That's been in there since God knows when. So a few little things that we're going to upgrade on it and get this thing back together. Still going to have the same engine combination that it's always had in it since Mike Marin built the motor back in '08 for the turbocharged combination. So it'll have the same combination back in it for now, and we'll upgrade it here maybe in the next year or so. But for now, I just want to get it back together, make this thing roll, do a couple of burnouts, and have some fun with it. So as soon as we get it out of here, I'll get the motor back together, and we'll get after this thing. So I'm looking forward to it. Hope you guys are too.